Parking and Transportation Committee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I would love for somebody to make the following motion. Pursuant to Governor Lee's Executive Order number 78 regarding electronic meeting, a motion that this committee meeting agenda constitutes essential business of the Metropolitan Council, and that meeting electronically is necessary to protect the health, safety, and welfare of Tennesseans.
So moved.
Second.
I think the chair is having connection issues.
I'm sorry, I'm just, are we ready for rules?
No, we still have to do traffic and parking and transportation, but Chair O'Connell just froze up on us, so hopefully he'll be right back.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks for the update. Sorry.
Of course.
We're counting you as present for the traffic and parking meeting.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, my internet decided to behave until the moment I needed the chair. So I'm assuming we got the motion of meetings done.
It was moved and seconded, yes.
All right, great. Let's vote on that. And I see Ms. Johnson has joined. I will just say if you have any opposition to this, please raise your hand. Seeing no hands, Mr. Cooper, are you with us for this meeting? Ms. Zeitman?
This is Danielle Godin. Hannah will be in here. I'm in here. Mr. Cooper is in charter revision right now.
Okay. Ms. Godin, are you able to record for the purposes of the minutes of this meeting? Are you able to do that? Or do
yes, I'm recording. I'm recording votes. Yes.
All right. We're going to do, if you would please record, if you would state the members present and record their votes as aye, please. We have Cash, Johnston, Nash, O'Connell, and Parker. Again,
yes, I've marked them as present.
Excellent. And I'm going to skip the chair and staff report. I think most of the big stuff that is coming through is actually on the agenda tonight. We have two bills on, we have 4 bills on second reading. I don't think we're going to want to do consent agenda on anything because I have questions or there is action on 3 of the 4. So we'll just take them in order. Bill 2020-492, Rosenberg, amends the Metro Code pertaining to weight restrictions on certain roads. I believe this is getting deferred by rule. I don't know if our committee even needs to take any action on that. Let's see, is Hannah in here yet? Ms. Zeitlin, do you know if we need to take action on this?
This is Hannah Zeitlin. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm having issues with my mic. So yes, this will be deferred by rule. So I would recommend deferring it in committee.
All right, I would accept a motion to defer one meeting.
So moved. Nash.
Motion.
Second. Cash.
Got a second from Cash. Any discussion? All right, if you would please raise your hand if you have any opposition to this, and we will take the vote and assume that all those present are voting aye. I do not see any hands. Ms. Godin, if you would record the votes of those present as aye for a 1 meeting deferral. I guess actually, Ms. Zeitlin, you are here. I don't have a preference as to who is recording votes, but I guess you all can decide among yourselves. BL 2021-646, O'Connell, Nash, Hancock, and Welsh makes amendments to various provisions of Titles 2 and 12 of the Metro Code to facilitate the implementation and operation of a smart parking program. If I could get a motion to get this bill on the table.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. And then Mr. Parker, I'm assuming you would like to move your second substitute?
Yes, I'd like to move the Parker substitute.
Okay. Can we get a second on that?
This is Cass. Second.
All right, we've got a second. Mr. Parker, to you for a brief explanation.
Thank you, Chair. So if y'all recall, 2 weeks ago, I had offered another substitute, which would have completely eliminated all of the code change provisions related to private enforcement and management of parking. What this substitute does is it does allow for that flexibility that the administration is really seeking for this program, but it does constrain it, the initial term of any contract, to 5 years. And additionally, it sort of raises the bar for any potential renewal of a private parking enforcement and management contract. It raises the bar by, rather than extending those contracts by a 1 reading resolution, they will have to be extended, would have to be extended by a 3 reading ordinance. So as y'all know, in this process, a 3 reading legislation gets quite a bit more attention from the body, as you know, we have to pass it 3 times. So I think that's an important thing for us to sort of, it sets us up to really take a look at this program 5 years from now at the most, when we've seen where revenues will be, and sort of have a better picture of, you know, if those revenues are going to support Metro full-time employees, you know, doing this work. And so I think it really sets us up for an opportunity to review this whole program in the next term. So I believe that this substitute is supported by the administration. And Chair, if you'd like to recognize, I see Faye, and I don't know if Mike is here. If you'd like to go to one of them to confirm that, I would be fine.
Sure, Mr. Jameson, you care to confirm?
I don't want to deprive Mr. Massimo of the stage, but I can confirm.
All right, great. I appreciate the administration's collaboration on this. I know there was a good discussion around this. My substitute was just basically a housekeeping technical correction. I do not intend to move it. It is included in Mr. Parker's substitute, which I intend to support. Any discussion on his substitute? You know, we had a lot of discussion in both budget and finance as well as public works. I see no hands. I will call for a vote. I would intend to consider those present voting aye, but please raise your hand if you would like to oppose or abstain.
So you'll just need to do a roll call vote, Councilman O'Connell. This is Danielle.
Okay.
So either you or Hannah or I can take roll call, whichever.
I was
Please,
gonna say
let's
we
do
can
that.
just read the names, but we do have to read the names for the record, and then we'll
Right.
probably need to go back to the Rosenberg.
Let's
bill
go
just
do
for
that.
the
That's
record,
fine.
too, after this bill.
Sure.
So voting in favor: Cash, Johnson, Nash, O'Connell, Parker. 5 in favor, 0 against on the substitutes.
Okay. And then Hannah, to your point, I guess we'll do the bill as substituted. All right, we got on the substitute. Any discussion on the bill as substituted? I see no hands. Ms. Zeitlin, can you do a roll call here?
Voting in favor: Cash, Johnson, Nash, O'Connell, Parker. 5 in favor, 0 against.
All right, great. Thank you. And let's go back and just get those names recorded again for BL 2020-492, Rosenberg's weight restrictions. Hannah, we had considered a motion to defer for 1 meeting.
Voting in favor on the motion to defer 1 meeting: Cash, Johnson, Nash, O'Connell, Parker. 5 in favor, 0 against.
Great. And then again, for the record, we did consider the motion on Executive Order number 78 at the top of the meeting.
Voting in favor: Cash, Johnson, Nash, O'Connell, Parker. 5 in favor, 0 against.
Very good. Thank you, Ms. Zeitlin. All right, we will now move on to BL 2021-678, O'Connell amends the Metro Code of Laws by adding a section regulating the transportation of liquefied petroleum gas. And I would accept the motion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we've got a motion and a second. Mr. Jameson, would you please explain the nature of this bill? I know I am the sponsor, but this one came from the administration, and I just want to make sure I did get one piece of correspondence expressing concern about this, and I just want to make sure we get a full understanding of the nature of this regulation before we go to the floor.
Chair O'Connell, could you indulge me and give me the bill number that you're on? I was responding to a council member's text and apologize for not paying attention to the teacher during class.
We are on BL 2021-678, which amends the Metro Code of Laws by adding a section regulating the transportation of liquefied petroleum gas.
Correct. There is no such regulation whatsoever at the moment on the books. We had a pretty significant event that occurred in a homeless encampment with just such an item, and realized at the time that there was no regulatory approach, and then recognized that there were various vehicles using these devices to drive through downtown as part of transportainment vehicles and others with no restriction or regulation. So this is the attempt to address that, and checked with peer cities on what their regulatory approach was, and adopted that approach.
Great, thank you, Mr. Jameson, for that. I will share with the administration the one I've received just a single piece of correspondence about this. I will share that with you all just to see if there's anything that does need addressing before third reading. But I do agree that this is something that we probably do want some safeguards in place around. So I'm comfortable moving this forward. Any discussion on the bill after Mr. Jameson has described its intent? Seeing no hands, Ms. Zeitlin, if you would care to call roll on this one.
Voting in favor, Councilmembers Cash, Johnston, Nash, O'Connell, Parker. 5 in favor, 0 against.
Thank you. And we will now move to the last item on the agenda, BL 2021-681, O'Connell, Murphy, and Nash. Renames a portion of Division Street from 8th Avenue South to 9th Avenue South to Old Division Street. And I would accept a motion to approve.
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Just by way of discussion, this is in District 19, and this was, as we often see, there are streets that have part of their old and current configurations can be confusing for emergency services. We have seen this type of bill before. Nothing surprising or unfamiliar about this, and I would encourage colleagues to support. Any discussion? All right, seeing that, Ms. Zeitlin, we can go to a roll call, I believe.
Voting in favor, Councilmembers Cash, Johnston, Nash, O'Connell, Parker. 5 in favor, 0 against.
Thank you, Ms. Zeitlin, for your assistance during the meeting, and thank you, members. That concludes the agenda of the Traffic, Parking, and Transportation Committee for Tuesday, April 6th.
Ready to start rule